If you're getting leads but not enough enrollments, the problem is probably not your marketing. It's your conversion system. I'm Brian Diez, co-founder of Monstro-X, where we build tools that use behavioral psychology to help gyms and martial arts schools increase retention, boost referrals, and grow revenue. If you find this type of content valuable, hit the subscribe button below. So one thing I've learned is this. A lot of owners think more leads automatically means more enrollments. It doesn't. Because leads don't become enrollments just because someone filled out a form or sent a message or asked for pricing. They become enrollments when there's a process for what happens next. That's where most owners lose the sale. They think the lead is the win. It's not. The lead is just the start. From there, that person still has to move through a pipeline. They need to be contacted. They need to book. They need to show up. They need to have a good experience. And lastly, they need to enroll. If that process is weak, people leak out. And when people leak out, owners usually make the wrong assumption. They say, we need more leads. Maybe, but a lot of times what they really need is a better system for converting the leads they already have. Because more leads won't fix a broken process. They just make the leak bigger. And here's the thing a lot of owners miss. Not all leads are equal. A lead from Google Maps is not the same as a lead from Facebook. A referral is not the same as someone who clicked an ad because the headline caught their attention. Why? Because lead source affects intent. Some people are already looking. Some people just got interrupted. That matters. The person who searched for a gym near me or martial arts school near me is usually closer to making a decision than the person who saw an ad while scrolling. That doesn't mean ads are bad. It means some leads come in warmer than others. And if you treat every lead the same, you'll misread what's actually happening. That's why good owners don't just ask, how many leads did we get? They ask, where did they come from? How many booked? How many showed? How many enrolled? Because that's how you find the bottleneck. If the lead source is strong, but nobody books, that's one problem. If the people book, but don't show, that's another. And if they show, but they don't enroll, that's yet another problem. And each one needs a different fix. That's why you need a pipeline. Not just the phone number, not just the web form, not just somebody on staff who calls them back, a real pipeline. A process that moves people step by step from inquiry to enrollment. Because if the process depends on memory, personality, or whether your staff felt like following up that day, it's not really a system, it's guesswork. And guesswork doesn't scale. The gyms and schools that convert more leads into enrollments usually have three things. First, they get better leads. Not more leads, better leads. People with stronger intent, people already looking, people who actually want what they offer. Second, they have a clear pipeline. They know what happens after the lead comes in, who responds, how fast they respond, what the next step is, how the person gets moved toward the trial. And third, they have a repeatable process. That means they're not winging it. They know how to build value, they know how to ask questions, they know how to handle objections, and they know how to create a reason for the person to take the next step now instead of later. That's where a lot of enrollments are won or lost. Not in the ad, not in the website, in the conversation after the inquiry. And this is where a lot of owners get uncomfortable, because they hear sales process and they think it means being pushy. It doesn't. A good sales process is just a repeatable way to help the right person make a decision. That's it. It's asking better questions. It's understanding their goals. It's helping them see why the program fits. It's showing them value. And yes, it's creating urgency when it makes sense. Because if there's no reason to act now, a lot of people won't. Life gets in the way. They wait. They think about it. They disappear. That's why a repeatable process matters. Not because people need pressure, because they need guidance. Think about it like a leaking pipe. If water's leaking all the way down the line, pouring more water into the top doesn't solve the problem. You fix the pipe. Same thing here. If leads are coming in, but not enough people are enrolling, then somewhere in the process the value is breaking down. Somewhere the momentum is dying. Somewhere the next step isn't clear. And that's the real game. Turning more leads into enrollments is not about hoping more people say yes. It's about building a system that makes saying yes easier. That means better lead quality, a better pipeline, a better sales process. So if you want to turn more leads into enrollments, stop asking, how do I get more leads? And start asking, where is my conversion process breaking? Which lead sources actually convert best? Do we have a real pipeline? Do we have a repeatable way to move people from inquiry to trial to enrollment? Because that's how real growth happens. Not by guessing, not by hustling harder, by fixing the system. So if you want more videos on how to grow your gym or martial arts school the right way, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And if you want help building a conversion system that turns more leads into enrollments, book a discovery call with my team. And if this hits home, drop a comment. I'll see you in the next one.